this is Tina. Welcome back to my channel. Here for another one of our Tidy Friday sessions. I've pulled in my half-finished projects box. Now, you can probably see it's kind of like bursting out the seams. It was really quite ordered, and actually I whittled it down and got it really, really good and quite empty. However, it has obviously exploded in recent weeks. So, yeah. Going to go through this box today and pull things out and rearrange them and probably make a pile. I think that we're going to have to do a kind of, finish up project series or something. So I'm just going to hang the camera up and we'll get sorting. Right, so I've cleared off a section at the side of my desk and literally everything's just sort of balanced here on my desk. So I'm going to start by just pulling out like a whole great big bundle. I mean, this box is literally ram-packed full. So, yeah, in fact, I'm going to pull out quite a few bundles, I think. Right, so all of this stuff that's here was all the stuff that I had in, let me just turn this around, these three sections. So I'm just going to move the camera. This is a box from IKEA, and it's obviously like a letter type holder or something like that. And what I had done is I had kept it quite neat, and I had this little section here just for my tea bags ready, to use for projects. I had some paper bags and things, some of my little lace stamp pieces, some little sort of flower centres and things. This, I'm not even sure what is in here. Oh, just some like scraps and things. So actually, straight away, I'm thinking these could all come out and go into my little ephemera box that I have going now. So let me just grab out the last couple of bits. A bit fiddly to get some of these bits because they've obviously dropped to the bottom and now they're not wanting to come out. They were obviously quite happy there. Well, oops, can't get that last flower. There we go. And the same here, I've just obviously got bits dropped down in there now. So, my front containers are kind of empty now. Obviously, I have huge amounts still going on in the back. So I'm just going to move that round slightly again. Now, obviously, I've got some flowers here and some little bits and pieces. So I'm going to put some of these into my, ephemera storage box that, or container that Brenda so kindly gifted me. So just going to put the flowers into those sections. Have I got any other flowers in here? Yep, some more there. Oops, that's a scrap. I'm just going to throw that in the bin because it's actually tiny and, yeah, probably won't really use it for a long, long time. So I'm best off getting rid of it. Just check now what all of the, oh, look, another even tinier scrap. Why would I keep that? Okay, so all the rest, I think, is just pretty much ephemera that can just go into my ephemera box. Oops, look. Got my greeting card bits there, so I'll just put those to one side. Okay, so just going to pop all of these little bits straight into my little ephemera, box thing that we sorted out in the first week before I actually even started this series, or, these workshops. It was the one that I did where people said that they would like to see this in a series of sort of workshops or a regular feature. Right, I'm going to pop this actually behind me on the floor because otherwise I'm going to have to spend the whole video standing up, I think. So I don't really want to do that. Okay, let's have a look and see what we've got here. So we've got a whole bunch of different things for finishing up. My gosh, we have got a lot of stuff here. So, yep. See if I can put these at least in certain pocket types, because I could just put these in my mass making storage. So I'm just getting out sort of different pocket types. That's like a sort of booklet. I've got another couple of these kind of book page type pockets. They can go there. Oh, it's like an envelope. Honestly, I have just got such a lot of stuff here. It's got really out of hand because and I know I say all these excuses all the time. I'm just putting it on my lap so that I can do this a bit more ordered. I've got this one, which has got kind of two pockets here. So, I mean, a lot of these, they're really ideal for just literally decorating up now. Oops, I've got some pages ready for my ring-bound journal, my next ring-bound journal. So, yep. Okay. Right, I'm wondering how to store all of this stuff. So I'm thinking definitely I mean, what I might do is pull out the ones that are very, very nearly finished, like these, that they just need literally a couple of finishing touches, like maybe some lace and things. So I'm going to put all the ones that are very nearly finished on this pile, because, you know, they're going to be really easy to just decorate. I've got these gorgeous books that we made in a mass make. So these need to go into my mass made, you know, mass making box. So I just put those to one side. Again, that just needs maybe some bling or something. These are collage pieces, so I might put those there. So yeah, might do all my pocket type pieces there, fold outs, envelopes, what would be a booklet, and blanks. This is like a postcard blank, so I just need to kind of decorate that up like a journaling card, I guess. I've got a couple of blanks here for making into sort of tags, so I'll put that with the blanks as well. Yeah, I know that I'm always saying this, but honestly, you know, when you're doing videos all the time, and obviously because you want to be kind of keeping it fresh and doing new ideas all the time, it just means that subsequently you get an awful lot of sort of unfinished projects, I guess. So that's what's kind of going on here, is it's just the result of lots and lots of videos and, you know, unfinished now projects, because obviously you're just doing the videos and you're not really then doing, you know, completing things, is my way of looking at it. So these are some flippy pads. They just need sort of a bit of lace, so I'm going to put those there as well. What's this? Oh, these were going to be those little flip downs. That just needs some decorating. This is a little piece that I made with some vellum, so this is kind of finished. It probably just needs finishing, so again can go there. This probably there. Yeah, so it just kind of, you end up drowning in it a little bit, I think, you know, because obviously I'm doing videos all the time, and you know, I'm just aware that people obviously, you know, they get quite bored and don't want to see literally you doing like the same things all the time, or, you know, the same things, I guess, at all, really, kind of day in, day out. So, I mean, I do notice, and I know I've said this before, but if I'm doing, say, you know, a journal or, you know, something like that, I do notice that, you know, it tails off. If I kind of work as a series, what starts out being really quite popular, you know, can really tail off, and people aren't that interested in watching it by the end, or, you know, lots of people. So what starts out really popular, you know, by the end, I'm lucky if a few people are still watching. So I'm just putting these in different sort of ephemera type pieces. So yeah, that's what kind of happens, is you end up with sort of tons and tons of things that basically you've kind of created on video, and then to try and keep it fresh and not really bore everyone to tears. So these actually I had made in a mass make, so actually they can go into my mass made box as well. So put those to one side, another envelope, and another one. Oops, titchy witchy one there, just getting damaged and crumpled. Okay, so this needs a bit more work, so I'll put that here. Again, that probably needs just decorating, and that one, some blanks there, just need finishing off. They're kind of journaling card blanks. Yeah, so what happens is you just end up with all these billions of bits that actually, you know, rather than kind of keep doing the same things or working on the same project and, you know, finding that people actually are tailing off and not really watching, I just end up with sort of half finished bits and pieces. And yeah, I mean, if you do videos, I'd love to hear what your thoughts on that are. You know, I'm not saying that your mess is anywhere near like mine, but, you know, do you find that as well, that actually to try and keep it fresh, you're moving from one thing to another, and so therefore you're not necessarily finishing off, you know, any particular one thing? You know, that's definitely my experience, or my excuse for why things are so messy. Right, so here I've got some stitched pieces that I've made. They obviously all need the threads cutting off. So just going to cut some of those off like that. Oops. Because obviously the threads also are sort of then getting not tangled up exactly, but you know, they're not helping with the mess then in the box. So we'll just take those all off like that. Okay, so how are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing well. I'm wondering if anyone's been inspired to actually start working on their mess with me every Friday in the Tidy Friday workshops. I'd love it if you are, and I'd love to hear how your progress is going. Are you getting on better than me? Are you still keeping it just to Fridays, or are you actually kind of just getting in the zone and then having a big clear up, you know, like until it's clean kind of thing? I mean, for me, I'm not keen on clearing and organising, so I think I would find that just so boring. I don't think I would be able to actually keep with it, to actually just be doing it all in one hit. It's better for me to just do, you know, little bits. This weekly organisation is, you know, touch wood, working out quite well for me. As I say, I mean, again, I'm filming this ahead. I don't know how these are going down. If they are not going down well and people aren't really enjoying them, you know, which of course there's no saying that people are going to, then of course I won't continue them. I will stop doing them. Because, you know, of course, when you do things, you want people to enjoy things, don't you? You don't want to keep going if nobody's really enjoying or nobody's tuning in or anything. So, right. I mean, look at all that stuff, and I've still got, would you believe, that much from that pile. So I have a phenomenal amount of stuff here still left to sort. That, by the looks of things, is just literally kind of a pocket for a book page. So I'll put that with the blanks. That, yep, again, probably going to be an envelope, but I've not stitched it. That again, just another sort of blank. This I think I did make in the mass making, but obviously haven't kind of decorated it up yet. That's obviously a little book, got a pocket. So these couple of things, these are actually things that I have done in the mass making, and I've obviously pulled them in to put them into journals and then not used them. So actually some of these I'm going to kind of pull back out and tuck them back into the mass making folder. So yeah, I mean, I haven't showed my mass making folder for a while, but I know that I showed it when I first started to just show how I was doing storing my mass making things. And yeah, I'm still storing things in that same way. Again, I mean, I've used some things and I haven't used other things. And obviously some things I have replenished and sort of made some extras. So it's a bit of a mixture, really. This was a little booklet that I was just experimenting with, kind of, you know, new designs and things. So again, this probably is pretty much finished. It just needs a bit of decorating, so I'll put that on that pile. Oops, again, another book page pocket. So again, let's just put that on here. Oh, I'm just going to get rid of these threads because they're just literally getting caught on everything. Oops, another one of those. I obviously, this must have been a few weeks ago. I probably stitched all of these in one go. Oh, that was another pocket that I was playing with, and yeah, it was evolving, and then I obviously, I don't know, moved on to something else. Got here another one of those little pockets, or you know, belly band type pieces. So again, just get rid of those threads a bit. Okay, so that could probably go here. Oops, this one is finished. It just needs ink in and, you know, some lace and things putting on it. Again, another one of those Patricia book page pockets. So again, that can go in with my mass making things. Then I've got some other ones of those. Yep, more of those. Oops, and that one, obviously, that needs finishing off completely, so I'll put that there. What's this one? Oh. Right, so this is just a sheet music sort of pockety you know, or a belly band, depending on how you use it. So all I've done is obviously stitched around the edge and just got the lace at the top, so it needs decorating up. So again, I might just put that here. And this is one of those, you know, longer flap envelopes. So again, just going to cut those threads off so it's just easier to store, really. And that can go back into the mass making things, because I've done, I think we did a week of, you know, mass making the envelopes. Did we say this was an envelope? Yep, that's an envelope, so that can go in there actually as well. This is one of those foldy out booklety pieces, so again, that could go in the mass making. I've got some ephemera here, so that can just go into my ephemera box. Oh, it's got a big tag there, which actually this is like a booklet. Did I do this in the mass making? I might have even done that in the mass making, so probably just need to finish that off a bit. Oh, and then I've got some of these bits which actually, they're kind of finished actually. They maybe just need one or two things, so pop them there. And again, this maybe just needs a little bit of inking. So these bits I'm going to probably work on maybe in the next, you know, couple of videos or so. So it's quite a big pile. So yeah, we might just do those in a couple of videos, because they don't probably, well, hopefully don't need too much finishing off. These I'm going to put in with my mass making, as with these and these, and probably the envelopes, I think. So all of these bits, I think I shall put back into that big file or big box, but hopefully in a bit of a more ordered fashion. So, and actually I've got these blanks, which again, maybe I should put these on here, or, well, I'm going to keep these separate. So I've got the pile which really doesn't need a lot, and the pile that needs slightly more work. So I'm going to put these just down on the floor behind me, so as I keep them separate. And I'm pulling the box back in now. Oh my gosh, it's so full. It's so full. Right, let's pull out the next bunch of stuff. So let me just move this. Right, these are all going to go into my mass making. So again, I'm going to just make another pile on the floor of where, you know, the mass made type stuff. Right, let's pull out these bits here. My gosh, there is so much stuff here. Okay, my gosh, I have got a lot of things here on the go. Right, we might not get to the back of this, but that's fine, because actually I think the back of this container, or this box, I think it's mainly book pages actually, so I don't think this is really particularly unfinished projects. This is book pages and covers. So yeah, I might actually take some of these out and store them in a different way, or actually some of these I think I kept thinking I was going to maybe mount these, you know, like kind of postcardy photos and things. So again, you know, might come back and do those in a future video. So I'm not going to really touch that back bit too much. And then this again, whoops, which if I turn it round, struggling to fit everything in on here. This is kind of mainly some book pages and things like that, and then just some stamped pieces. So, I mean, that's quite ordered and not too bad. So I'm going to put this back actually up on the chest of drawers behind me where it was. And then once I've got a tidier pile, or, you know, a few tidier piles, I can just reorder it. So let's bring this huge stack of stuff in that I've now just pulled out. Oh my gosh, there is such a lot of stuff here. Oh, I feel like I'm going to be here all day. Although, to be fair, to go through those other piles didn't really take very long, to be honest. Right, I'm going to put these again on my lap because I'm going to struggle to fit it all on the desk. So it's all on my lap, and I'm just going to pull things in to sort. So, yeah, this can go in the mass making because, you know, we made some of these in the mass make. I've got some blank journaling bases, journaling card bases. So again, we did those in a mass make, so I can keep them with my mass made stuff. What have I got here? So I've got just some kind of belly bands and pockets made from sheet music. So again, I mean, I could put those just in my mass made stash. That I was obviously making into one of those little foldy flips. which actually I could just keep that with this. I think that's going to go back into the mass made stuff, so, and as is that, because that's a little Matchbox booklet. Yeah, so I'm going to just make a couple of piles here. So this is my mass made piles, or my mass made pile here at the side. What's this one? Oh, look, I've got my little lace stamps. So I'm just going to put that off to the side because they obviously need to go somewhere. Again, I was obviously making a little flip out. I've got a blank there for a tag, so that needs finishing. I've got more of my stamps. I mean, they've obviously just kind of dropped into there, to be honest. A Crafty Cat envelope, which obviously needs finishing. So again, that can go in the mass made. Oh, just some coffee dyed card. Oh, one of these little booklety things. So again, that can go with the mass make. So can this one. So I mean, actually, lots of these, I've obviously pulled them out at some time thinking I was going to use them for something. And then, you know, not ended up using them. Right, here, by the looks of things, I've got some pages, which I've got a feeling I maybe was, yeah, did these for something else. So I'm just going to put these on the floor beside me. Hopefully I will remember kind of roughly what I did with those. Another pocket there that, again, I can just cut those threads off. What have I done with my scissors? Oh, they're there. So we just cut those threads off, and again, we can just, you know, put this in the mass make stuff. And some more Patricia pockets, again, can put those in the mass made. Honestly, I feel embarrassed to have so much rubbish here, but you know I do keep saying it, but honestly, when you're just making videos every day, it's kind of a bit of a nightmare because you know, there's not necessarily loads of time for tidying up. You know, hence obviously doing these Tidy Friday workshops, which hopefully will help me get a little bit more organised. I'm going to put that in the mass make as well. That one just needs finishing off and decorating. I've got a cluster, so that's going to go to the side with the other clusters. A couple more pages there, so I'm going to put those down on the floor beside me. I've got another flippy book, which again just probably needs some lace. Another bit for the mass make, and that. This, an envelope, so again can go in there. This was a new pocket I was experimenting with. I don't think I ever really kind of finished making those, so yeah, they can be like a project to come back to. So these are the things that just need a bit of decorating. These are for the mass make stuff. I've got some paper bag here, so great for clusters, so I'll hang on to that, but I've just put it on the desk. Little sort of belly band there. Tag just needs finishing off. I've got some clusters again. Oops. Oh, that was a little booklet I made, so again just needs finishing off. Tag, another piece here. So anything that looks like it's kind of partially done, I'm just going to put there ready to, you know, finish off decorating, and then I can use them. So more things for the mass making, more things there. Got some pockets. Yep, more things there and there. Ah, now I have a feeling that I've even got in here some pieces that I had kind of literally started making a folio, I think, which no doubt I will come across in a minute. Oh, I must have been going to make a couple of folios actually. So, oh, Lord only knows what I was doing with this one. Right, so this I'm going to put here on like unfinished projects. I'll have to try and recap or recall what I was doing with that. Yeah, back to what I was saying. I mean, honestly, I know it sounds really feeble, but truly, when you're kind of, I'm just going to decorate those actually, I think. When you're doing videos all the time, you know, you are definitely kind of racing on to the next thing. And so hence, I find, you know, lots of things don't particularly get finished off. Hence, I'm now in this huge mess that I'm in. So yeah, I probably need to focus my efforts a little bit on actually finishing some bits and pieces really. So I think that's where my channel is going to be heading for the next few videos, is finishing off lots of bits that really do need it. So yeah. Actually, to be fair, I mean, I'm putting all of these bits here for the mass make, but actually, I mean, a lot of these probably I could put into unfinished projects, but I might have to do like a resort through this pile. So let's have a look. What else have I got here? I've got just some blank, you know, tags. Might put that there because I might just clip that to another tag. I've got here, again, something else I think I made in, oops, in the mass making perhaps, I'm not sure. Another pocket, oh, more pieces. Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure that, you know, I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses. I know it sounds really feeble, but I'm sure that if I were not making videos like every day, I'm sure my piles wouldn't be quite so out of hand like this. Oh, these were going to be journal covers. So again, I'm going to keep those because I will hopefully come back and do a journal with those, which actually they're going to go here with the unfinished project type pieces. What is this one? Oh, that's a little side loading pocket, so I might just put that there. Actually, these little blanks I should put there, shouldn't I? Oh, it's another piece of ephemera, so that should go in my ephemera box. Oops. Another pocket, some bits and pieces, little flip out, which actually, yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, I am kind of horrified and slightly embarrassed at how much stuff is here, but honestly, you know, I keep on saying it, but honestly, I just blame it all on, you know, trying to make different videos every day just accumulates an awful lot of rubbish or, you know, unfinished items. So that's my excuse, and yeah, I'm just going to stick to that. So these bits here, I'm just going to put these in like unfinished projects, and to be fair, I might put one or two other bits in because otherwise I'm not going to now be able to fit it all in my mass making box. So I need to kind of eke it out, I think, and have some in my unfinished projects box. And I mean, these are pretty much finished. They just need a bit of maybe ink in or bling or something. Again, same with that one. Oops, got that lady from the paper dolls. Little envelope, another tag. Another envelope, little blank. Right, so let's take some of this out because, yeah, I just know that I'm going to struggle to actually fit all of this into my mass making box. You know, it's quite full already, so I think I should really pull some of these bits out. Right, then I have, oh, some scrapbooking paper. Isn't that beautiful? That was from a Tilda pad. Yeah, I think it was Tilda. Now I'm wondering. I'm sure it was a Tilda pad. I've had it for yonks, like literally years and years. So I couldn't tell you what name it was or anything. I don't know whether I've still got the packaging. So again, this just needs a little bit of tweaking and decorating. Oh, same with that one. That one. These couple. I might have even done these on video. I don't really remember, to be honest. Oh, it's hard to remember all these things, isn't it? So some fussy cut birds there. I'm just going to pop them down there. Little envelope. Another pocket. Oh, what was this? What was this? See, I can't even remember what I've actually been making and haven't made. Oh, perhaps I don't know what that was. Oh, I must have made like a little mini journal, perhaps. Oh, looks like it, doesn't it? Okay, so that needs a bit of finishing off. What are these? Now, are they just offcuts and things? I think they are, aren't they? Oh, it's hard to say. I feel like that's two pieces of paper, but I think it's just one. Oh, perhaps I was going to use these as tuck spots and things in there. Right, let's put those back in here. Yeah. Honestly, can't remember a thing. Right, yes, I've looked at those already. What's this? Oh, perhaps I was going to have that in there as well. Again, a blank for a tag. We'll put that there. What's this one? Okay, she can just go in there because I'm pretty sure that's why all of that was tucked in there. It's obviously going to do it all together. Right, that's one of those pockets. got another one of those little foldies, a, you know, coin envelope thing. What's this? What is this? Oh, one of those side pocket pieces. What else have I got here? It's like it's just never ending. A couple of little flippy pieces. Okay, this is one of those pad things, so that needs finishing because it needs stitching. Again, I think that's probably the same. I've got pocket here needs finishing, this here, and a couple of pieces here that just need finishing, and those there. Then I've got, again, some more little bits and pieces just need finishing off and decorating. And yeah, some more bits and pieces. Again, I don't know what I was doing with that. Maybe I was doing a folio. I don't know. It's obviously been in there for such a long time. I can't even remember what I was actually making. So yeah, slightly embarrassing, but right. I've got some words here, so I'm just going to tear those, put those into my little organizer because I have a couple of compartments there for words. I've got my little wild animal ones, they need finishing. Oh, some more journal blanks. Another piece there. Oops, there. Some just scrapbook paper, so put that out of the way. And then I've got this whole folio, which again, obviously started making this, haven't really, you know, done much else with it. I don't know how far along I got. Oh, was making a tag there. Yeah, so I obviously was making a folio here and then got, you know, waylaid and started something else. And that presumably is what this piece goes to as well. So, right, I'm going to put these on the floor. These are going to go in my mass making box. As I say, if they will fit, because there's quite a lot there. And I've also got the pile behind me that I'd made just now. So let me pull my drawers back in, or not drawers, sorry, my container. I'm going to put this whole bunch of stuff down on the floor because that's going to be probably, well, hopefully my projects that I'm going to be working on, you know, from now to finish off some stuff. So this folio, I'm going to actually put this, I think, right in this back section, just because I need a little bit more room, I think. So let's lift this up slightly more. That's as high as my camera will go, I'm afraid. Right. So all of these are just going to be bits for finishing. And I'm just going to tuck them in, hopefully, as neatly as possible. I mean, there's a couple of those, you know, journal covers, as I say, or what I'd intended as journal covers. So again, just put all of that stuff in there like that. Okay, well that's not too bad, is it? I've got these greaseproof paper which I've made into little flips and booklets and things, so they obviously need finishing. They just go in there. I had to put them diagonal to fit them in, but I'm just going to now bring in the couple of piles that I've got now of the things that need finishing off. There are lots of them. So yeah, we're going to have lots of work to do, I'm afraid. So what I've done, these are the blanks for like some journaling card blanks and tags and things like that, which actually I then obviously accumulated a whole load more just now, didn't I? I can remember seeing lots of journal card blanks. So I'm going to put all the journal card type blanks in here. Oops, I got some more. That might be it. That might be it. Did I have more? I can't remember now whether I did. I feel like I did, but perhaps I didn't. No, I certainly can't see any. So, right, they're all in there. And then obviously now I have got these two quite big piles of bits to finish. I mean, they might not look that big, but to be honest, they probably will take a fair amount of finishing. So yeah, I'm going to, I think, start trying to work my way through all of these bits and pieces. I mean, I think some of these I've maybe done on video. This one, you know, partially done it on video, and then obviously, you know, didn't quite finish it. I just need to finish it with some lace and some inking and things. And then that will be finished and ready to use. So yeah, my box is definitely definitely streamlined. It was just horrendous, and now it's much more manageable. Don't get me wrong, I have got all sorts of other unfinished projects and pieces everywhere else, all around me, on my desk and everywhere else. But at least it kind of looks a little bit more palatable now. So whereas it was just looking enormous. So I'm just going back through this pile and thinking perhaps I shall, yeah, take a couple of these bits out. I'm not sure. Just because it's looking so big. I mean, some of these actually, to be honest, they really are, they are finished. Oops, I had a cluster in there, look. That made, oh, two. They made their way in there. So, I mean, these bits, I would say, actually are all finished. So they can come straight out the pile. So again, I mean, it's worth then going through the pile a second time. Because, obviously, you know, some things have kind of made their way in here when perhaps they shouldn't. So, just going back through quickly. Yeah, I mean, some of these pieces I would call them finished. So they probably have made their way into the wrong box in the first place. I mean, that as well looks pretty finished, doesn't it? So I'm thinking, you know, some of these things are in here mistakenly. And the other thing that I'm going to pull out is this, which I was obviously going to make a tiny journal, because that's one whole project in itself, if you see what I mean. So I'm going to put that again in here and keep that as a whole separate project, I think. Now, is that everything? Yep, I think that's probably as much as we can pull out from there. Right, so I'm going to put this back on my shelf, you know, or on my drawers, and yeah, hopefully I will be back and we will try and whittle down some of these bits and pieces. So I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope you'll join me next week for Tidy Friday. Obviously, I do upload videos most days, so, you know, crafting and junk journal videos and things. So I hope that you'll join me in the meantime. If not, if, you know, organising is merely your thing, then hopefully join me again next Friday. Thanks very much then. Bye.